All right, everybody, we are back here again with yet another episode of the infamous Alpha Male Show. What's going on there, Sandy, Edgar, Steve? What's going on, brothers and sister? Good to see all you tonight. As always, we got a fun-filled show for you, which means I'm probably going to scream at somebody. In fact, I'm almost positive of it. If anybody knows a Jim Gow on my Facebook page, tell him I'm on because he always forgets to watch. I'm going to text the dope now and tell him, because he always goes, I forget to watch, and I don't want to watch reruns because I want to watch it live, because he's borderline retarded. But he's a good guy, so I'm going to call him borderline retarded. He's in here somewhere. You guys just mixed among yourselves while I remind this guy that I'm on the air live. You know, because God forbid he set a reminder. There, now he knows. Good, now he can stop telling me, you got to remember. Hey, Mr. Scardino in the house, and Trish is here. Mr. Scardino, shouldn't you be like in Disneying it up? Instead, you're watching my show. Hey, do me a favor. Last time I was in Disney, I got jumped by Baloo. So if you see Baloo the bear, sucker punch him for me, okay? I appreciate that, because he's got it coming to him. We got a bunch of stuff on the show. We got the tournament updates. There will be an Alpha Male tournament for a Alpha Male soccer tournament coming your way, unless I go live outside. Hi, Trish. Good. And when Baloo falls down, kick him for me. In fact, have Kiki kick him. And tell Kiki I said hi. She likes when I say hi. Also, not to leave out Gabby and Julia. Say hi to Gabby and Julia. Also, Ava, Tara, and Erin, the Murgatroyds. Tell them I said hi. I hope you guys all have a good time in Disney. And next time, if you don't take me in a suitcase, for crying out loud. Okay, I'm a little big for a suitcase, but still, you could have mentioned it. I would have came with you. I know I don't want me along either. I'm just trouble, but that's not the point. Anyway, as I was saying, the Alpha Male tournament will be coming up probably towards the end of summer, maybe beginning of fall, possibly. My boy Zach Hudak in the house. Good to see you, Zach. As always, fellow First Amendment defender of the right to free speech and also the free ability to shoot a jerk off in the face if they got it coming to them. Right, Zach? My boy. Okay, so that's all we got in the tournament update so far. I will have the fields locked down before you know it. Looks like I'm going to probably do an indoor tournament. It might still be outdoors, though. But the outdoor guy right now is kicking a furry bear for me. So I can't confirm or deny it. But maybe we split the tournament, do it the first half indoors, and maybe the following weekend we do the rest outdoors. I haven't worked out all the residuals yet, but I will work on that this week so I can actually have an update for everyone that isn't me just throwing fodder out there to make it sound like I'm doing something. All right, I'm going to, since I got a couple of comics out here in the house, I'm going to do what I always do when I watch a good show, and this is a show more for comics than it is for the general masses. But if you like comedy mixed with your drama, then you need to go to Showtime. You need to check out a show called I'm Dying Up Here. It's in its second season. If you are a comedian and you watch this show and you say it doesn't hit close to home, you're lying. Definitely there are parts of this show that hit you right on the chin. The struggles of a comedian, the problems you run into, the stress, the angst of it all. And there's definitely a character out there you can connect with one way or another. It's about 70 70s comedy out in L.A. It's definitely a great show, and I don't endorse shows that suck. And I watch a lot of shows. I won't endorse anything that I think is trash. So if I'm telling you to watch I'm Dying Up Here, then you know you got some good viewing on your hands. So if you have the time, and even if you don't have the time, make the time. What are you, Mr. Busy and Important? Make some time. Watch I'm Dying Up Here on Showtime. It's worth the watch. Okay, another one I want to throw a shout out to. Very good story, a feel good story. Earlier, was it earlier this year? Might have been earlier this year, late last year. There was an Alpha Male of the Week winner by the name of Scott Baio. He won the Alpha Male of the Year award for. I'm sorry, he didn't win Alpha Male of the Year. He won the Alpha Male of the Week award. Oh, that was weird. Okay, let me fix that. The screen gets a little weird on me sometimes. That's all right. It's fine. Yeah, Scott Baio won the Alpha Male of the Week award for standing up to Nicole Eggert, who came out and filed all these false claims about him being a masher and touching her when she was a child, and all this hoopla that she threw out there. Well, this week a judge turned around and said, Nicole Eggert, you're nuts, you're lying, your story keeps changing because you're not telling the truth, so stick it up your ass and go away, leave Scott Baio alone. And there you go. In the court of law, Scott Baio cleared of all charges as expected. So round of applause for my boy Scott Baio. And Nicole Eggert, go get yourself some help, because back in the day you were pretty hot and now you're just crazy. Crazy is always good, but not when you're this crazy. Craig Tadardo, what's going on there, Craig? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's always a pleasure to see you. Okay, I was at a party. You know what? Before I get into this whole party thing, because that's going to take me off into a bit of a rant, I'm going to go into a smaller rant. Just recently, on America's Got Talent, a magician, alleged, by the name of Lyos Shem Tolva. I can't even pronounce his name. Crying out loud. You have way too many vowels that no one knows how to pronounce. Or way too many consonants, the Z, the V. What is that crap? Anyway, the guy came out, goes live on TV in America's Got Talent, and steals Chip Cooney's act. Just stole it right from under him. Now, Chip Cooney has done this on America's Got Talent with Howie Mandel way back in the day. Geez, I don't even remember when it was. It was so long ago. Chips was on TV. And he did all this stuff live, and he did all these magic tricks. And the magic tricks were meant to be silly and goofy and not work, but it was supposed to be funny, and it was. This guy goes out and right on the same show, dead in front of Howie Mandel, who was one of the judges for Chip Cooney, and didn't call this guy out. Should have really called the guy out for being a jerk-off. But he didn't. But he stole Chip Cooney's act. He should be ashamed of himself. And I hope he's crossing the street and gets hit by a semi-truck, because that's what you're supposed to get when you're a hack. But anyway, I hope Chip Cooney sees him, and after he gets hit by the truck and he's laying in the street and Chips lifts his leg and pees on him, because that's what he deserves. So, anyway, that's all on that, because, well, you know, how long am I going to go on that? A hack is a hack. I don't want to give him too much press, and I don't want to say his name again, because, quite frankly, I can't. I can't even begin to pronounce it, and I don't want to give him all kinds of publicity and have people look at him. Yeah, well, you know what? I was going to save this I was going to save this for if I ever had Darius Hughes in. But my buddy Jim Bonanimo, who's living up out in California, you bastard, and you didn't take me in sunny San Diego. It's always good to see Jimmy, a good friend of mine for many years. Asking if I remember when I cut my hair with athletic tape scissors. I'll have you know, Jimmy, if you recall correctly, Darius Hughes cut my hair when I was trying to make weight. I was trying to get down to 135 pounds. I hadn't eaten in about 4 or 5 days of starving to death. I was pretty much delirious just to try to get down to 135 pounds. And for some god-awful reason, I let Darius Hughes cut my hair. And thank God Darius became a teacher, not a barber, because that would have been hideous, and I would never have went to him. He would have never made any money as a barber. But, yeah, I was trying to make weight. I was trying to get down to 130 pounds. And moral of the story is don't cut your hair to try and make weight, because I came in a quarter of a pound overweight anyway and couldn't wrestle at 130 pounds. Jen Garrett's in the house. Hello there, Miss Alpha of the Year, Jen Garrett. Always good to see you, hon. It's a pleasure and an honor, as always, to see you. And I hope everything went well at your meeting last night. She had a meeting, town meeting in Hoopeston, Illinois, I believe it was. She's trying to get community service hours. Some people who need them to come into the Paws and Claws Rescue Farm Zoo facility and help out. So it's kind of a win-win if you need community service hours, whether it's for school or the community or whatever it's for. Jen will gladly take you on and get you some of your community service hours, and in turn you get to hang out with some really cool animals and help them out. I am currently trying to work out a trip in the next month or so just to come out and see you, Jen, and check out Paws and Claws, because I'm very curious. I just got to get some free time off work. They work me like a dog and never let me leave. Jim, I might just take you up on coming out to good old San Diego at some point and seeing you. The comedy out there is fabulous. So I might just come out there, do some stand-up, and visit my good buddy Jimmy. I haven't seen you in a long time, pal. And hopefully your dogs won't bite me on the leg. Sandra, always good to see you. Pleasure. Christian soccer team won the Sandstorm tournament. Yes, I haven't gotten to that yet, but you guys did win the under 11 boys division Sandstorm tournament. Always good to see you. Don't tell me the fire alarm's going off now, Gene.
No, I just make sure you hear it.
Oh, you look concerned. So the under 11 boys division, we won the Sandstorm tournament. I believe we won a couple other divisions, too. Lyndhurst really rocked it out there down in Seaside this weekend. I wanted to come out. The kids had other plans for Father's Day, so I kind of went along with them, but looking forward to it. Oh, let's face it, Jimmy, I kind of look like a rhinoceros, so if the dogs start humping my legs, it wouldn't surprise me. Jen, I'm glad everything worked out for you. Look at all this stuff going on. We got so much stuff going on in the world of the alpha male and females. Yes, you're right, Sandra. The girls under 9. I knew there was another team. Girls under 9 also won first place in the Sandstorm tournament. It's a soccer tournament on the beach. Very exciting. But, Sandra, you keep your eyes and ears open, because the alpha male soccer tournament will be coming shortly. Oh, Joe's daughter won, Joe Naviello. We're going to have to replace this laptop. It's starting to get a little fuzzy.
What's it doing?
It's not doing anything. It's just you can see the picture's getting a little old. Like I'm a dull purple here and there. I'm all Barney Bright. Yeah, maybe it's me. Maybe somebody just adjusted the colors. Yeah, you never know. Right, girls under 14 won. We just... Lyndhurst just took all the tournaments. That's just Gene in the screen. Don't mind him. That's okay. At least it's not the back of Paul's Veneer's bald head. We love Paul. Jen, I'm very excited that everything went well for you with Paws and Claws this week. Glad they're acknowledging what you're doing, and what you're doing is definitely great. Anybody out in the Hoopstown, Illinois area, go check out Paws and Claws Rescue. My buddy Jen Garrett, the Alpha of the Year. Yeah, Sandra, you might need a new screen because this shirt can't get any purpler than it is. Jen is doing a great job out there with Paws and Claws. She's got a ton of exotic animals out there, mini horses, mountain lions, tigers. I can't wait to get out there and check all that stuff out. Definitely going to try and spend a weekend out in Hoopston, if not at least a day. I don't believe it's that far. Montillo's girls team, Judy's daughter, Juliet. Yeah, I knew the Montillo team won. Congratulations, John, with Joelle, I believe, is on that team. And that's Bernadette's team. I love the Montillos. They're like a second family to me. I love the kids. John's always been good to me. Bernadette's my daughter's coach on cheering. Definitely good people, alpha quality people. They're involved in their community. They do what they can. They volunteer their time. That's signs of someone who's giving back to the community, and they always do. Whenever I see their older story Paige, she always comes up, gives me a big hug, says, "Hi, family." Yes, Sandra, it's purple. You might need to go and fix your screen because I am definitely in purple. I can't get any more purple than I am. If the people from Barney called me up and wanted to sue me, they could. That's how purple I am. Ooh, an aftercare program. Now that's something. See, this is why I'm so proud to have Jen Garrett as my Alpha of the Year, winning the Alfie. She started an aftercare program with addicts that can do community service around amazing animals. Everyone deserves a second chance, which Jen is a 100% right. Third chance, well, maybe not a third, but definitely a second. Some people deserve a third. Some people just deserve a beating. I myself just deserve a beating. I could use a good ass kicking, I'll be honest with you. Sandra, tell Rolly to get you a new screen because I am definitely purple. And we're gonna go into some things that drive me crazy here. It's just something that kind of gets under my skin a little. I was at a party a couple of weeks ago at a friend's house, and we were sitting around, and we're it's mostly all adults. I mean, there are some kids there. My buddy just got a pool. He opened up his pool. He has everybody over, so everybody shows up. Now it's a Memorial Day weekend party. Pitbull and parolees. Yeah. Now that's interesting. Pitbulls and parolees. And you're doing a reality show with Johnny V. Nice. Very nice, Jen. Jen always got stuff going on. I'm very proud of Jen. Jen is just raring to go. You can't slow her down. I'm loving every minute of it. Anyway, I'm at this party, and we're all having a good time. And everybody's, hanging out, and they have a nice pool they just put in. Everyone's enjoying the pool, and they're barbecuing and everything. And inside the house, in the living room, they have a bar. And one of our friends usually tends bar, and people are drinking. Not me, because I don't drink, because drunk me has got to be really friggin' annoying. I don't know. I've never been drunk, but I got to think if I got drunk, I'd punch myself in the mouth. But anyway, my friend usually tends bar, and he keeps, he knows who can drink and who shouldn't be drinking and stuff like that. And he goes, listen, he's got this lady shows up, and she's always at the party, but she brings her daughter and her daughter's friend, and they're both 18 years old. And the mother goes, listen, you can give them each one drink. It's fine. Denise Field, what's going on, Denise? And before I go further with the story, Jen, as a former Alpha of the Week, and I mean, you're obviously the Alpha of the Year, our Alpha Man this winter, and anytime you have anything to promote, and any of our Alphas, if you've been named Alpha Male, Alpha Female of the Week, anything you have to promote, by all means, at all times, feel free to chime in. Come on live when I'm on the radio, or if you can't when I'm live on the radio, just shoot me a Facebook message or something on Twitter, and I'll be happy to promote whatever you got going on. Once you're an Alpha, you're always an Alpha, and you're always welcome on the show, and anything I can do to help, I'm always happy to help. It would be great, though, Jen, if you can snap a picture with the Alfie and send it over to me so I can put it up on the Facebook page. That would be awesome. Darlene is in the house. Good to see you, Darlene. As always, every week you're here. A pleasure. If you and Steve would like to come in next week, if you got nothing going on, I believe you know where the studio is. I believe you guys have been here before. I will be doing a big 4th of July spectacular extravaganza show next week. We will be doing everything American. So if it's part of the American institution, I will be doing my best to promote it within the hour. It'll probably flood over into the Animal House radio show a little bit, but we will definitely be celebrating the 4th of July next week, because the following week is actually the 4th of July, and we won't be in studio. We will we'll be with our families, as you should be on any American holiday like 4th of July, Memorial Day, stuff like that. It's time for the family, and you should be with your family on those days. So, back to my buddy's party. So, we're having fun at this party. Ventosa's in the house finally. Good to see you. Murgatroyd. Joey Merg, what's going on? Hope you're enjoying Disney. Jonathan Newer Falls, it looks like. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but screen's a little fuzzy. We'll have to fix that later, but could be my eyes are a little fuzzy, too. The screen could be fine. It's one or the other, Gene. Joe, I hope you guys are all having fun. Tell Kathy I hope she's enjoying Disney World with the Scardinos, and tell Erin, Tara, and Ava I said hello. Tell Baloo I said what's up. Don't feel free to knock him down and give him a beating if you want, Joe, because he's got one coming. Hey, Danielle and Joey, you're a little late. They were at a Boy Scout meeting. Who's the troop leader? And you know what they say about Boy Scout troop leaders. I wouldn't let the kids alone with them, just in case. I mean, he might be a nice guy. I'm sure most pedophiles aren't douchebags to your face. Just saying. I mean, Harvey Weinstein probably wasn't a douche to everybody's face. Look how he turned out. Anyway, so we're at this party, and this story has just gone rogue at this point. We're at this party, and you got two 18-year-olds there, daughter and the daughter of one of the parents. And don't tell me to stop, Danielle. You know I'm right. You know that kind of stuff goes on. You got to be worried about shit like that. I'm the alpha. It's my job. My job to point this stuff out. Call out the indiscretions. And that's what I'm doing here about this party. The mom tells us, listen, you can give them each a drink, one drink for each of them. We're celebrating. It's Memorial Day, so fine. You want to give the kids a drink. It's with the mother's permission. And neither one of the kids are driving, so fine. So we give them a drink. Next thing you know, they come up and say, hey, you can give them one. You can give him one more drink and give her half. So we do, but we don't tend the bar the whole time. We're in and out, and other people get behind the bar. But for the most part, kids stay away from the bar. At some point, we go back in, and the 18-year-old girl is just swigging out of a bottle of Captain Morgan rum, and she's pretty hammered by the end of the night. And my point is, she's talking to us, and she's telling me, and she's going, well, listen, she goes, my mom's really cool, and she lets me do this stuff. And, I've smoked weed with my mother and all this stuff. And I turn around and I tell her, well, point blank, I said, I'll be honest with you, if my daughter ever came up to me and told me she was smoking weed, I'd pop her one in the mouth, because F you. It's not, I'm your parent first and I'm your best friend later. Go tell your best friend you were smoking weed, but if you're going to do that, you better damn well do it behind my back and hope I don't find out, because if I ever did anything like that, my father would have broke my jaw and would have ripped my lips off. I will do the same to my children, so don't come and tell me, oh, be a cool parent and you can drink and everything else, because now this 18-year-old is drunk at the party. She's got her hands all over 40-something-year-old guys because she's drunk off her ass. And her friends come up and go, how did this girl get drunk, looking at us like we were feeding her drinks? And it was 100% the mother going, yeah, no problem. Feed her all the booze she wants. And I get it. The mother hates her husband. She's miserable in her marriage. And she turns around and goes, well, we and her are close and we're friends. You know what? I'm close with my daughters too. If I find out, and my daughter is my middle child, my eldest daughter is 26 years old, and I still get annoyed if we're sitting around and she's drinking a beer, but I understand she's 26, so I got to let these things go. But that doesn't mean I'm condoning it. All right, so maybe I'm a little old-fashioned and all, but maybe, just maybe, the big problem with this country today is that parents are a little bit too busy being best friends to their kids and not taking time to be parents. Maybe that's why these kids are so whiny. Maybe that's why these kids don't want to get up and go work a job. That's why all this stuff goes on, because maybe, just maybe, there are too many parents out there who think they have to be the kid's best friend before they're their parent. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm friends with my kids. I spend a lot of time with them. I try and be with them and be a good role model and show them the right things. Rich Rez, what's going up, buddy? Always good to see you. But, at the end of the day, I have to be a parent to my children first, because when they grow up and they're in their 30s and stuff, they need to be working and they need to be able to take care of themselves, as opposed to me having to still take care of them and them whining and crying and having absolutely nothing better to do than, I'm going to go protest and I'm going to do this and that. No, you're going to go to school, you're going to get an education, and then when you get out, you're going to go get a job. And in the meantime, you're going to have a part-time job, because I'm not your personal ATM. All right? And another thing that, and this is, again, could be my problem. Well, Steve, technically, if you're coming down here, you would be on the road. I'm just saying. But if you guys can get in, Steve, you and Darlene, more than welcome to come in for the 4th of July bash. In fact, anybody listening in, if you guys want to come in, just shoot me a message. Let me know. I'm going to try and put some stuff together. Maybe even barbecue outside in the parking lot if they don't give us a hard time about it. And see what we can do and have some fun, because hey, 4th of July is coming. And we should celebrate this great nation of ours. Anyway, as I was saying, another issue I have with parenting, I hear a lot of parents tell people, no, call me by my first name. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are my parents. Well, guess what? Now you are your parents. Okay? When you're going, hey, Mr. Smith is my parent, that's my dad. Well, guess what, douchey? You're now the same age as when your dad made you call him Mr. Your friends call him Mr. Smith. You were the same age. You were teenagers and that. These kids need to learn respect. They need to learn to keep an eye on people, and they need to learn to do the right thing. They need to learn to respect adults whether it be teachers or policemen or firemen or whoever it is they run into outside. You don't mouth off to people. Maybe a lot of kids would start getting their heads kicked in by cops if you didn't mouth off to them, and when they told you to do something, you just did it. Okay? Not everybody is here to break your chops. Cops are the last thing a cop wants to do is have to get into an altercation or anything like that. They just want to do their job and go home. Just like you, just like me, just like anybody. So maybe at home we start teaching the kids a little bit of respect. You don't call your friend, you don't call your friend's mom Doris, or you don't call her, Janice, and you don't call the dad Bill or Ralph or whatever his name is. You call them Mr. and Mrs. Why? Because they've earned it, and you are now the same age as your parents. So, by all means, maybe it's me, but once again, my show, my rules. You see your kids, tell your kids, call them Mr. and Mrs. No, they can call me. No, they can't. They can't call you by your first name because it's not right. Okay, it's not right. It doesn't teach the kids respect. By letting you call you by your first name, you're telling this 10-year-old kid that he is equal to you, and he's not. He's the kid. You're the parent. Be a parent. Do the right thing. Stop acting like you're the really cool adult, because you're not. Okay, enough on that. Good day, Julie Angelina, Lorendi Giovinazzo. Always good to see you, darling. Morning from Australia. How are the kangaroos today? Catch any wallaby? God, I miss Julie. I haven't seen her in quite some time. It's always a pleasure to see you and catch up with you. Sharks in the water, kangaroos on the land. What more can you ask for in the world? Maybe I'm going to move to Australia. Nah, I don't think I can handle the accent. Plus, everything on the bar, although everything is on a barbecue. That's going to be tough. I'm going to have to think about that. Maybe I'll put some consideration into that. All right, we're going to. Hey, we're at 7:30, so I don't want to ruin things, but let's keep with the flow here. Last week, I was in an argument with someone. Might have been my ex-wife. That's usually who I'm arguing with. We've only been divorced for 10 years. Unfortunately, we still have children together, so we still have to talk. So, that's always fun. What's going on there, Matt? Good to see Matt Miller in the house. And at some point during the argument, they told me, hey, take it easy. You want to trigger somebody? You want to see somebody lose their marbles? You want to see someone go crazy? Just tell them to relax. Tell them to take it easy. Okay? Everyone knows their trigger words. It's one thing to tell somebody to take it easy when you're purposely pissing somebody off, and then when they get a little upset, you tell them to take it easy. You damn well know you're triggering them. Stop triggering people. Stop causing trouble with your, hey, take it easy and relax shit. Screw you. I'm pissed off. You pissed me off on purpose. Don't tell me to take it easy now, because I'm not going to take it easy now. Because now you know you got me riled up, and now you're only telling me to take it easy because you want me to relax. Screw you. Just saying. Don't get me all riled up in the first place if you want me to take it easy and to relax. Don't tell me to relax after you got me all worked up. Because now you're doing it just to piss me off. You got me worked up just to piss me off. Then you tell me to take it easy just to piss me off more. You know what you're doing, especially women. You love doing it to us. So don't act like you don't know what's going on. We know better. All right, we're going to skip over that. Now that that's done with. This is pretty good. I haven't lost my fucking shit yet. That's true, Steve. Yeah, but even then, if you're the uncle there, Steve, then they call you, we call you Uncle Steve. We don't call you, hey, Steve. All right? Why? Because children are not equal to adults. Adults should know better. Of course, we don't, because we're all stupid. But adults should know better. Don't call me by my first name. You're a kid. You're a child. Don't come up to me at 10 years old going, hey, Ed, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. I'm going to punch your lights out. You're 10 years old. You call me Mr. Ruffalo, or I'll knock you the frig out, you little punk. And then you smack him. Even if it's not your kid, someone's got to teach this kid manners. His parents obviously aren't. If his parents come up to you and ask you why you smacked your kid, you smack them. Teach your kid some manners. Crying out loud. What the hell is wrong with society? It's got to start somewhere, people. And it's going to start right here on the Alpha Male Show. It's why I'm here. To teach you people manners. Oh. Hope everyone's week's going better than mine. Hey, Ruben Rodriguez joined. Good news, Ruben. Facebook's working tonight. Look at that. You shouldn't be watching my show while you're driving, Ruben. Shouldn't you be picking up an Uber right now? The floor needs to get fixed out here. You got nothing else to do. Get out here with a hammer and nails and start laying some floor. Gene was just telling me you don't do anything around here. This whole place is falling apart. He wants you to come fix it. Lights are out. We got no electricity. Oh, that's all right. Ruben piled in. All right, we're gonna chime in with our lovely, one of our best segments. I haven't seen Mr. Paul Vanier and Carla Valerio yet today. So we're gonna cut it thin on the Eating with Paul Vanier segment of our show. But we're going to chime in with the Alpha Male and Alpha Female of the Week. I know you guys can't wait for this week in and week out. Once again, and this is becoming all too commonplace around here lately, but the Alpha Male of the Week is going to be none other than the baby bull himself, Leon White. Big Van Vader passed away this week at 63 years old of pneumonia. He was a big dude. A little stiff in the ring, from what I understand. But he was good people. Oh, wait, we got a phone call coming in. Put them through. And you are on the air with the Alpha Male Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening. Sorry.
Well, it's one or the other.
Hello, Ed.
How are you? Everyone,
Do you know who this is?
in case everyone's wondering, we are on the air with the lovely, the gorgeous, the sexy Julie Angelina Lorendi Giovinazzo. How many people can say that
I got
name?
rid of my surname. Listen, I got rid of my surname.
Yeah, I know, but I love
It's
saying that
Julie,
full name. It gives me a
Julie
chubby.
Angelina. There was a reason, because I had too many stalkers, so I got rid of all those, and you just go blurt them out every time.
Oh, well, then I won't use that, but I want you to know every time I use all four names, I get a chubby.
You're so funny. You're so funny.
So how are
I
you?
was watching you, and I went, you know what? I'm really good. I'm really good. I only just got out of bed and saw that you were on, so I had to run inside and get my glasses because I couldn't read the phone number. And I thought I'd just call in and say hello.
Well, it's always a pleasure to hear from you, Julie. We miss you here at the Alpha Male Show. And
I know. I miss you guys.
I'm glad you're calling in. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see you back.
I'm always around. Always. I always pop in and say hi.
I know you do. I'll be honest. I always want to pop in and watch your show, but it's usually on at like 2, 3 in the morning here, and I'm just snoring away.
Exactly.
So
that's exactly right. And I'm normally getting my kids ready for school at this time of the morning, so
yeah,
I thought I'm just going to quickly call in and say hi.
Well, it's always a pleasure. I'm glad you took time to call in. Feel free to call in anytime. If you're ever in America, you have to stop in and come in live. If you do,
definitely.
If you do come to the States, you have to bring us a wallaby. We don't have those here.
Good luck. The best I can get you is, I don't know, maybe a cryback of kangaroo or something like that.
We'll take a kangaroo.
Okay, you'll take a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I was laughing last night. I was live with, I can't even remember his name. And he's like, do you like eat kangaroo? And I said, oh my God. I said, I make the best kangaroo guacamole, and I make, barbecue snake. And, I was just taking him for this big long ride, because I think we're, live in the middle of nowhere here in Australia. So, yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, by all means, I'd eat a kangaroo.
Apparently, it's really good. I've never eaten it, but apparently it's really good.
Well, it probably tastes like chicken. Doesn't everything taste like chicken?
No, apparently it's a very lean, tastes like veal apparently, but very, very lean.
Ah. See, I've eaten alligator. Alligator is pretty good. Little chewy, but alligator was good.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it does. I've eaten buffalo, ostrich.
You'll just get anything down your guts, won't you?
Oh, yeah. You don't get this fat without trying everything. Oh, it takes
me now. I'm a little bit too big.
Yeah, I try and eat as much as I can.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Well, you go. You get back to your show because I know they're all listening. But and good morning and good evening to you all from Australia.
Julie, a pleasure to hear from you in Australia. I hope you have a good day. Get the kids off to school, and as always, it's a pleasure to hear from you.
Thank you so much. You rock.
Thank you very much, Julie. You have a great day, and tell the kids we said hello.
I will. Enjoy your night, guys.
You too. Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Everyone, the lovely Julie Angelina. And we're not going to use the rest of the name anymore because she had too many stalkers. So Julie Angelina it was. Always good to see her. Donna and Jim, good to see you guys in the house. And sitting next to me now, the very rare, lovely attendance of Mr. Paul Field. What's going on there, Paul?
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good. How you doing, brother?
And by the way, in Australia, it's morning now.
Yeah, it's just morning.
Yeah, Julie, you said good night to her.
Well, I can't keep track. She said good morning, good evening. I don't know what she's talking about.
Is this a new shirt? I don't recognize that shirt.
The purple one? No, I've had the purple one for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
It just comes across as blue, apparently.
Yeah, I was looking at that,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, but if you look on that screen, which is the new one, I'm purple.
But which one's going out on the internet?
Both. They're both Facebook Live. So. But apparently everyone thinks it's blue over here. I don't even know anymore.
So what are we talking about? Have you talked about all these Mexican kids getting separated from their parents?
I haven't gotten into the Mexican kids yet. I was just about to do that.
And I don't mean what you do when you go on vacation to Mexico. I'm talking about the kids.
I wouldn't go to Mexico. I refuse.
Cambodia.
I'm going to be honest with you. I refuse to go anywhere that's not under protection of the United States military.
So Israel's good then?
As long as we're under the protection of the U.S. military, I'm good.
Afghanistan?
No.
Iraq?
No. That's not under the protection. That's under attack.
Germany?
I'll go to Germany.
They have bases everywhere.
Wait, let me tell you something. Germany, you ever bang a German girl? German girls are hot, dude.
They don't fucking shave their armpits, and they have fucking, like, Velcro down there for, like, pussy hair, man.
Fantastic.
Like Hitler's, but, like, down there.
That's perfect. That's everything you want in a girl.
I don't want to come up from going down there looking like I just went down on a piece of sandpaper.
Julie, yes, it was a pleasure talking to you. Always great to talk to my girl, Julie. Love you to death, Julie. Yeah, now they got all these immigrant kids. They're bringing, they're detaining at the wall, and allegedly they're putting them in cages.
No, that's actually video from years ago. They're in a Best Buy. You know that, right? They're actually in a closed Best Buy. They're getting 3 meals a day and 2 snacks a day. They're getting beds, love and care. I got to be honest. I was hoping for the cages because I want to view them like they're in a zoo. Oh, the cages are actually from 2014, I think, when Obama was doing it. Yeah, I think it's from Obama too, but I don't care. I just want to see them in the cages. I want to walk around like, you know, when you go see like the lions. Like a flea market. Yeah. Yeah, you get to pick one. Like when you go to the Bronx Zoo and you see lions and tigers roaming around behind those glass cages and stuff. Just, I want to walk around and see these little Mexican kids who allegedly are coming over here. And I got to tell you right now, I'm going to go nuts on this. Don't tell me you're coming over here for asylum. What are you running from in Mexico? Yeah, there's not many drug dealers chasing a 6-year-old boy. Yeah, I mean, come on. What are you running from in Mexico? Burritos and siestas in the afternoon? I thought you said Doritos. I'm trying to get that. Do we have Doritos? Because I'm a little hungry. I got to be honest, I'm a little hungry. When you look at Carlos in here chewing on a chicken cutlet. When you shop like for somebody's leg. When you shop for a Mexican kid in a cage, what are your criteria to pick the special child? Well, you know, if she's about 17, you know, 17, just on the cusp of 18. This way she's almost Mexican. Legal. I don't think the laws apply. Well, I guess you're in the USA. No, but once you come across the border, the laws apply. They so
You want her to just about be 18 because you know she's got daddy issues because her father dragged her across the desert and then left her.
You know they have a law now in America where if you travel overseas to have sex with an underage kid, you can actually go to jail in America for it?
Yeah. Well, we can throw you in jail for anything. Everyone, our favorite segment going on here right now. Yeah, because everyone wants to be chicad while Gene pulls the camera back.
Because he wants to see eating it.
Yes, we are eating with Paul Vanille.
I've never seen a tripod that costs 4 times as much as the camera that's on it.
That's true. Look, it's like there's an earthquake. Ignore the earthquake in the studio. It's just the studio collapse.
And not the one when Ed walked in.
Yes.
In contrast.
That's true.
Baked ziti, eggplant, parmesan, salad.
Nice.
There's not chicken in there?
Now that's some dinner. Carlo had the chicken. He was just eating a piece of chicken like it was the leg of a dying son.
Carlo, can you save me a piece of chicken?
There's only one.
He already ate it all.
Oh, that's the end of that.
That's his own.
There's a great sponsor. You get 1 piece of pasta and 1 piece of chicken.
That's
and a piece of bread.
That's his own. It didn't come from the place.
Oh,
Marco, what's going on there, Marco? He brought his own chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell brings their own chicken?
He didn't want
it wasn't even a whole one. It was just like a patty.
Yeah, he just had a cutlet.
Yeah.
He was just gnawing on a cutlet.
Let me tell you, they make the best baked ziti there.
They do make great beans.
Who comes to a party with Ed Ruffalo with 1 cutlet?
I don't know.
That's how your friends are, right?
That was a big cutlet, too. That wasn't small.
That was like a whole chicken that had been run over by a car.
Carlo looked like he was chewing on a small pigeon. That's how big that cutlet was. That was some good stuff.
There's no more cutlets, right, Carlo?
I only got 2 because my stomach with the eggplant.
Only 2 cutlets? How many were there?
He's blaming the eggplant.
So there's none for me then.
No, there's a whole thing of eggplant.
I don't eat that shit.
There's a whole thing of eggplant.
Do I look like I've eaten eggplant?
And there's baked ziti. And there's... You got any bangers and mash? Paulie's bangers and mash.
Fish and chips.
Somebody needs to order your Chinese food. It'll be on the stove when you get home.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no, be in a stomach.
Hey, Carl Carbone in the house. What's going on there, Carl?
What do you think about Nick DiPaolo? You know that story?
Yeah, you know, I heard that story about Nick DiPaolo, and once again, you know, the liberals just... My head explodes.
And aggressive. Violent and aggressive.
There was no need for it. First off...
Why don't you tell them what happened first, in case they don't?
Yeah, well, anybody who doesn't know what happened, Nick DiPaolo
These guys didn't know. I told him in the car.
He gets up, he does a show, and Nick killed it because Nick always kills it. Yeah. A fan comes up to him and goes, "Hey, I love you, but my daughter wants to punch you in the mouth." Needless to say, before he get done saying that, his spoiled, liberal, purple-haured, fat daughter... And I'm guessing because it just sounds like she's got purple hair and it's fat. Hauls off and punches Nick DiPaolo in the face. Sucker punches him.
From the side where you didn't even see her standing there.
Hence the sucker punch.
Which is ironic because the size of her, you could probably see her from across the street.
Yeah, well, the problem is she probably shadowed the giant shadow she created. Yeah. Blocking out the sun probably hit her arm.
He probably thought they turned the stage lights off when she walked past.
Yeah, he probably thought there was an eclipse of the moon.
Wouldn't it be the sun?
No, it was at night.
I would see the shit out of her, man.
Well, that is Nick DiPaolo's plan. He goes, listen. He goes, I can't smack her back.
Right.
Old days he would have.
In the old days, of course, any of us would have. Yeah. But he goes, I can't hit her back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sue her. Now, I saw him on Facebook going, hey, anybody who saw the incident,
right,
let me know. I need witnesses.
I think he had a lot of witnesses.
Considering the girl's father came up and said, my daughter wants to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, the question is, did the father set him up?
Of course he set him up.
The point is, if someone heard the father say that, and that's a witness, they are dead.
Right then.
The problem is that if the father said it, who heard him?
I'm saying if there's a witness that heard the father say it, they're dead.
There had to be witnesses, because, I mean, if Nick's asking for witnesses, it means there were probably... And he was out there shaking hands with the fans, and everybody was glad to see his show, and not this little short, pudgy girl with her little sausage fingers and her purple and blue hair. And the little friggin' nose rings.
So she looked just like you then, basically.
That disturbs me because then Didn't the cops ask for witnesses and take statements from people that?
I think there was a lot of people they took statements from.
Yeah, they probably took statements from everybody, but just because you take a statement doesn't mean people are going to come forward.
But it doesn't
when
matter.
You need them to.
It doesn't really matter if the father set him up. It's all about the girl punching him.
You only need one witness. You only need one witness that heard the father say that. That's all you need.
Yeah.
6:30 in the morning, them Jehovah's Witnesses come around.
Also, seeing a witness just haul off and punch him in the mouth.
That they know.
Yeah.
But they need to know that the father said that first. That means it was premeditated and she set it up.
Hi, Sandra.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so...
I'm admiring Gene's Hamilton radio shirt that he had done at the mall.
He did. His wife did it for him. He got 2 of them.
About what?
He has one, and Ruben put one in the time capsule underneath the ward underneath the floor in the other room.
So when they demolish this next week, someone's gonna find it?
No, they're gonna burn this place to the ground. They're never gonna see it again.
If this place collapses, the station might actually be in Robbinsville by the time it finishes.
But by the time they get done with this studio, the new studio, Robbinsville won't be a town anymore.
It'll be like that scene in Shrek where the whole ground falls down and there's just a little bit with Shrek stood in the middle of it with like fire around him. Yeah. That'll be this radio station.
Yeah, it'll just be Gene sitting here.
And he still won't know how to work the mixer.
No, that's still going to be lost on him. We're still going to have technical issues. Hey, good news. We got about 8 minutes left in the show, which is always very exciting.
Is this the wind up or the wind down?
This is the plugs.
Okay, 8 minutes of plugs.
More or less. We got a ton of plugs.
Can I do something too when you're done?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you planning on plugging the July 3rd show with you in Hollywood, the Dirty Show?
Is that okay?
Go right ahead.
All right. So July 3rd at the Comedy Cove, Scotty's Comedy Cove in Springfield. Johnny Hollywood and me and I think who the fuck else is? Oh, Brendan Jones. Are you on it?
No, I'll tell you what.
You should be.
I'll tell you what. How do you have a Dirty Show without me and Anthony Ennis is beyond me. It's a mildly annoying show without them.
I try.
Oh, it's fun.
You know what? You guys are all over the place. That's why. Like, we don't want to have a show down the street from where you guys were performing because you're all over the state.
Yeah.
I want to play.
A big part of it is Gene doesn't.
This Gene or the Gene at the club?
Gene Nagel.
Okay.
At the club, who I love. I love Gene. He's a great guy. His wife's a great guy. Yeah, his wife's a great guy. You know, I mean, they're both great guys, but they're
Gene's been nothing but nice to me. He's given me spots on showcases.
No, Gene's a great guy. I can't say enough nice things about him. Lorelai, they're great people. They really are. Gene's not big on crowd work.
Yeah. So you and well, Anthony doesn't do that much crowd, but you do a lot more.
I do a lot of crowd work.
And then Shay, brings Shay in. He does all crowd work.
Yeah, Shay does all crowd work.
He's very good at it, but that's not what he wants, right?
I've actually done shows there where I've heard when I start doing crowd work and Gene goes, "Oh boy, there he goes again." So I know Gene's not crazy about me doing crowd work, so I don't.
You know what? It's not his show though. It's Hollywood show. It's not Gene's show at all.
Then Hollywood should have just up and asked me. Because Hollywood knows there's nobody dirtier than me.
Take it up with him. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, wait, it's fine. You know, if Hollywood wants me and Hollywood are friends. He was viewing the show a couple of weeks ago. He knows I'm here. If he wants me,
we were talking last night about taking it elsewhere, like other states and stuff like that. So maybe that'll go. I also want to plug tomorrow night. I'm doing the Eagles in Morristown fundraiser at the Eagles Club. On Saturday, I'm doing the Palette. Fucking what do you call it? When you show art.
When you show art?
Yeah.
A gallery?
Yeah, okay. The Palette Gallery in Asbury Park at 7 p.m., I believe it is.
Okay.
And on Sunday, I'm doing the 61st annual show in Staten Island, and I've forgotten where the fuck that is. Check out No Filter Paul on fucking Facebook.
Nice.
I got a lot of shit going on.
Well, check that out. My boy Paul Fields here, built all over the place. They're loving him. They're building him all over the place. No Filter Paul, check him out. He's definitely, hey, look, Carlo Valerio just joined. He's in the other room eating a chicken cutlet, and he's joining.
He managed to pull up the show on his chicken cutlet?
I know.
Because he can't have a phone in his hand with that massive chicken cutlet.
Well, maybe the chicken just ate a phone. He's just back there wolfing down that chicken cutlet. You better get to it before I'm done. I only got 4 minutes.
He's loosening his mouth up for that black dick he's getting later.
Hey, my boys over in Mahwah, New Jersey at 2735 Franklin Turnpike. Beacon, give them a call, 201-529-3300 for any of your roofing or siding needs. These guys were nice enough to donate a couple of $100 to my daughter's cheerleading fund, so they get a nice year's worth of supplies. So, again, check out my Facebook page. It's Ed Ruffalo at Facebook. Check it out. The whole flyer is out there, everything you need. If you want to donate, completely tax-deductible donation to the cheerleaders. Send them off to Virginia, Florida, and wherever else we're going this year. I'm not even sure.
What's your daughter going to do with roofing tiles?
I don't know. Hopefully she puts a roof on the house that she can build. Because for all the money she's costing me, somehow, some way, a roof and siding's got to get on this house. But yeah, if any roofing and siding you need, give them a call, 201-529-3300. Tell them Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you. And if they don't know who I am, just smack them because they're dumb.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, don't go somewhere else. The other guys are second rate. We're the only ones who can make a delivery, for crying out loud. These other companies are horrible. Let's see, what else we got? Hey, Mary Rose McGivern. Give her a call, 412-901-8420. For any of your travel needs, you need to go by land, by air, by sea, by spaceship, wherever you need to go. Mary Rose will get you there. She's booking my cruise next year, and she will be, and she can book yours too, wherever you need to go. Just give her a holler. Tell her Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you. In case you're hungry, and I know I'm hungry.
Always.
If anybody else is hungry, go to Josie's Pizzeria, 228 Stuyvesant Ave, Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Give them a call, 201-933-1966. Also, we will be the Alpha Male's hide you seller. You're only at the other end of the table. We will be doing the Alpha Male Show soccer tournament coming up in late August, early September.
You playing?
No, I will not be playing, but I will be hosting. It's going to be kids and adults. We're going to have a couple of tournaments running, both male and female. We don't have the ages yet, but we'll be in conjunction with the North Jersey Alliance Football Club. Give them a look on Facebook. Great bunch of guys. They always get back to the community.
You don't think the girls team's going to have a problem being called the Alpha Male Girls Team?
No, because they're not the Alpha Girls team. It's the Alpha Male Tournament.
Ah, okay.
So they can call their team whatever they'd like. Also, if you're in Atlantic City, go to AC Comedy Club at acjokes.com. Go check out all the best comics from Philly, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and wherever else Matt can find them. Give them a holler. If you're in Atlantic City, go to the AC Comedy Club. Also, you just calm down, Gina. I see your fingers on the button. I'll let you know. All right? Of course, I'm throwing your plugs out here.
Is you paying by the minute? He's getting ready to press that button? Gene's always very antsy, isn't he?
He is. Very antsy.
Usually he's not prepared. You should thank him that
he's not prepared now. He's
in the middle of plugs, he gets prepared. Not during my show when everything's imploding. During the plugs, let me just shut Ed down real quick.
Couple more pizzerias, he's getting a new T-shirt.
I just got one. Let's see.
We are a lot more pizzerias.
If you're in the Toms River area and you need some studio time, go to 2btbmusic.com. That's number 2, the letter B, the letter T, the letter B, music.com for all your studio needs. Also, summer is here. If you want to stare at chicks on the beach, then you give your girlfriend something else to stare at. And where you get it at GiselleBella.com for all your jewelry needs. She'll build you something nice so your girl's staring at her hand instead of staring at the girl's ass that you're staring at. Whatever. Who cares? Monday nights, 7 to 9. Check out the Uncomfortably Funny podcast with Dave Hodjanowski, Anthony Ennis, and Shay Farrell. Definitely worth giving them a look. Straight from Pet Cemetery Studios. Check them out on Ustream, Periscope, Facebook, and wherever else psychotic shit is sold. Also tonight, Animal House Radio with the voice of the infamous Pinky, Rob Paulison, 8:30 to 10:30. Check us out. We will. I don't know who the hell's going to be here. We got anybody walking in the house.
Can I plug my podcast?
Go right ahead, plug.
Dysfunctional Podcast on Facebook Live, Fridays 8 p.m. This week we have the little kid that does Otto and George impressions, and Otto's wife has actually endorsed this kid.
Is he Mexican from the zoo?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
No, that's just the dummy. So
the dummy or the kid?
Both of them.
They're both Mexican?
Yeah, one of them's just a little bit younger.
Oh, nice.
You put his hand up his ass, and he goes, I want to be a citizen.
Good for him. Well, maybe they'll let him in. God knows he's not seeking asylum from anything. What's he seeking asylum from? Sombreros, siestas, and burritos? Crying out loud. And all this crazy shit is brought to you from hamiltonradio.net. Everybody tune in every Wednesday night, 7 to 8 at hamiltonradio.net. George Jenkins tuning in just in time for me to sign out. Good to see you, George. Always a pleasure. Gene, we are just about out of here. Everybody have a good time. Remember, next week, what's that, June? We're still in June? June 27th, we'll be doing the big 4th of July show. We're going to try and barbecue outside. I'm going to try and get some guests in here. Definitely going to have American flags. Everything American next week. Tune in. Check us out. See you all next week. Have a good night.